Now, I did notice when I was about to put this back on the gate that I missed a bit here. It was a bit rusty, so I've scraped the rust off and I've put some primer on there. And I noticed that my friend didn't come and help me put it back on because it's not ready to go back on the gate. I still need to do this little job. So everything's in order in the universe. So the rain's just holding off. It wouldn't matter if it did rain now because the cover's on and everything. So yeah, but we do need to get it on the gate. And it's a very heavy beast, and I hope my friend comes and helps me to lift that onto there. That will save me a lot of hassle. Well, it's raining now, so the cover's done its job. It'll be happy under there for a while. Well, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, there's some boxes arrived, and so we continue to build up what we need for the 2026 season for our sailing escapade. And I've been continuing with the dinghy. Yesterday I did some drawings and diagrams of a sail plan to cut a sail, an old mirror dinghy sail, down into a dipping lug rig. I've decided it's either going to be a square sail or a dipping lug rig, depending on which way I prefer it. Okay, I've had square sails in my dinghies before. They're quite fun, square sails. And if you want to go upwind, you start the motor. Well, in that case, previously I haven't had a motor on dinghy, I've only had oars. So yeah, and you can use the oars while you're sailing if you kind of, want to get around tack and stuff like that. You can use the oars to do it. But it's quite fun having a sail in your dinghy. What do they call it? Not called a dinghy when you go between the sailboat and the shore. What's that called? A tender. I don't know why they call it a tender. Somebody might know. Okay, so what do we got here? Well, let's start with a little one. Now, I've been meaning to get one of these for some time. Oh my God, look at the size of it. This is so ridiculous. This is what they do on eBay, yeah. They make some tiny version of something and they sell it. It looks like what it's supposed to be, but it's like half the size. Well, that might be a benefit because you don't want to take up too much room. But my main one, the last one I ordered, is on my boat. It kind of gets lost on. I need it on the boat. I need a knife, something that's sharp, put the edge back on the knife on board the boat. And so I keep leaving it there, and then if it's there, I haven't got one here, and then my knife goes blunt. So I ordered another one, and I find this is quite a good policy, is rather than try to move things between the boat and home, it's just to have everything duplicated, okay? So tools, duplicated tools, most tools, and cutlery and stuff like that. I'm still missing a few things on the boat. This was one of them, so this will be good for the boat. Have on board the boat. Small one. I'll bring my big one home for my carving knife. Alright. Now, what's next? What's this thing? Don't have any idea what this is. Okay. Now, the mistakes are the best part, it seems, when it comes to. I told you I ordered this thing by accident on eBay, and it actually fits my iPhone. My iPhone's not here at the moment. I tried it on my iPhone. Oh, here's the iPhone, yeah, and it works on the iPhone, and it means that you can record with a lapel mic. Two of you or one of you, doesn't matter, it's wireless. And so I thought, well, that's interesting. I thought, no, I didn't want it, but I thought, you know, on my boat I've got a lot of iPhones that I'm using Navionics with, and they've got holders in different places on the boat, and I could simply just push the record button, have the mic on, and they can be recording as well as doing Navionics. So because I got this, the only reason it came into my mind, and so I thought, well, but if I want to actually do some here, so let's say I wanted another camera position over there or something, whilst I'm recording, or wanted to record together with somebody else, then it could be useful to do it with the iPhone, okay? And so I had a look online and I found a stand that's does everything. It packs up into next to nothing, and it's you can see it's got a couple of lights on it. It's got a stand. It's very small footprint, and it will take the phone either way, sideways or vertical, either way. And it's also selfie stick. Not that I'm doing too much of that. So yeah, so I thought, well, I'll get that to make this useful, and if I don't use it, my lady Elizabeth can use it, so it can be a present for her if it becomes, if she's interested. She may not be interested. Okay, so that's that. So the mistakes are the best part. I'm glad I got that now, because now I can use the phone, and I have 2 or 3 phones on board the boat. Now the next thing is this big box. I know what this is because of the sheer size of it. Now, on any sailboat, you need to be able to make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and you need to be able to cook. And you don't need more than 1 burner because it's just dangerous. Yeah? Imagine having 2 things going at once, and some bad wind hits the boat, some gust tilts it all over. Okay, so this is the gas supply for probably 1.5 seasons on board the boat. Okay, and I think it was, there's 20, I think there's 28 in here, and it was $28, so it's £28, £1 per bottle of gas. Okay. Now I'm not going to open it, but you know what those little canisters of gas are. I'll open this other one. It may even have a canister in it. And so every 2 seasons or 1.5 seasons, I order a box of those, and they just go into the bottom of the boat somewhere, and I pull out a few at a time, and I just use them with a portable camping gas stove. Okay, so there's no gas bottle, there's no that problem with different fittings in different countries and everything. You've just got your supply of gas, and it seems to go a long way. Yeah, I was surprised. And the weight of it, to carry it around, that's no different to a gas bottle, really. About the same, I'd say, but there's more gas there. Now, I have had the stove, one of these stoves on board my boat, ever since I bought it. I never bought it, it came with my boat. That's what was in the boat when I got it. And, you've even got a bag, comes with a bag. So you could take it on board, you can take it on the dinghy if you want. It could be parcel of the dinghy arrangement. Yeah, very light that. Yeah, so you could take that camping with you. What I'll probably do is I'll put this one in the big boat, and I'll use this box to put the old one in, and that can be the camping stove. Okay. And I did get, I paid a bit more. These are only about less than £20. But I got the one that's called stainless. it's not all stainless. It's only some of it that's stainless. It was a bit more expensive. It was in the region of £30, but it's a very economical way of cooking. And it's very simple, very safe. If anything goes wrong, you're only dealing with one small canister of gas. There's no canister with it. The canister goes in there. My one is all rusty now, so see, this is not all stainless, so it's also going to go rusty. It'll look better. There's a certain psychological benefit to having a nice, I think this comes off, don't know, to having a nice looking stove. It lifts up. It's good it stays solid. It must be clipped in. Okay, so there you go. Don't know if you can see that. That's yeah, £30 for the stove, £30 for 28 canisters, 60 quid, and you're going. You could buy one every year if you wanted to, but I got about 5 years out of mine. It was old when I got it, old and rusty when I got it. So it's time to replace it, and it's never given me a bit of problem. It's always worked, it's been reliable, it's been safe, it holds, it's got notches to hold stuff on here, works good. And it's very efficient burner. It only if you put a camping kettle on here, one of those very thin ones, with just a cup full of water, it's virtually instant boiling water, and you can make a quick cup of coffee or two without using hardly any gas. Okay, I'll take 5. The case is a bonus. Well, there's a free bag. It fits inside, but it's probably useful for other things, like the pump for the inflatable or something. I don't know, but we'll find a use for it. Looks like a good dinghy bag.